I want to maybe take a pause right here to just point out like what I'm doing with these episodes, this series. I am literally going to be going song by song, and I'm definitely, like I said, I'm not just only trying to give you high level information. There is a rhyme and a reason, and there is a need to hear every single one of these songs that I will be presenting. It to me, it would be considered not an option to not listen to one of these songs that I will, be bothering to explain for 40 minutes worth of time. That it's an important song. It's an important part of Marvin Gaye's catalog and career. And so I would really just present it to you that if you are a fan of Marvin Gaye, if you are somebody who would like to begin to become a fan of Marvin Gaye, please do take the time to get a little bit of sharing, right? Sharing of experience with the songs, and a breakdown of how like it's a part of life, right? This song has been a part of life. This song is so important and so special and so worth hearing about and so worth hearing that if this was like a year-long course, because we couldn't capture things in a semester. You would be taking this levels and levels and levels. This would be level 1, level 2, we would be taking semester-long courses on this for semester after semester, but these songs would not be optional, that it would be a requirement for someone to want to have a full breadth knowledge of Marvin Gaye's catalog. So honestly, I would just really request that it be understood from that point of view. It's not about you needing to hear me ramble on for however long about a song and share my life's experiences to that song. If that's, not what's necessary for you, but it would be, wow, see that a specific certain song has been kind of called to action to be listened to, listen to it. Okay, there's a important need there to listen to that song. And it's Marvin. It's about Marvin. It's about understanding a specific moment that happened in Marvin's career, right? A specific however many minutes long worth as the final product, point of inspiration that happened with Marvin, a point in his career that happened with him. It might have been a point of work, if it was something that he didn't necessarily feel completely personally attached to, but it's important because it came from Marvin, right? And just Marvin's delivery of any and every single thing that he ever did is important. And like I will just say it again, kind of not optional to listen to. So that's all, because I actually, and the reason why I'm pointing that out right now is because I'm just trying to set up different platforms that I can try and get the word out about this project, this program. And I realize, it's when it's one thing, it's in your mind and it's your vision, and you understand where you want to go with it and where it's coming from. And it perhaps is not as effectively communicated outside of yourself. And so as I've kind of just been looking at just like even the way I'm naming things, or the way that I if that's all that can be the thing that pulls a person in to go further with stepping toward the material, then perhaps I haven't done the most clear explanation, delivery of my material. So I realized I was looking at a couple of literally the way that I wrote out the titles of my episodes, and I was like, oh, you know what? It's not necessarily clear that what I'm titling each episode is the name of the song. So that's important for me to point out. And I've gone back through and just tried to make it consistent. I will put in quotation marks the name of the song so that is very clear. It's not a phrase that I'm coming up with. So an example of a song episode that I'm seeing hasn't necessarily gotten as much traction is called My Last Chance. But oh my gosh, people, you have to hear that song, and you have to hear where that song came from. It's a previously unreleased song at that time. It was previously unreleased. It's actually contained now on a entire album that Motown just released in this year. I believe it came out April of 2019 that they released it out, where that previously unreleased track was a part of this previously unreleased album that Marvin Gaye was working on in 1972 following What's Going On. So, you know, these are gems. These are like higher level, the deeper level, if whatever is not the mainstream music of Marvin Gaye. Like, that is what this series is going to be about. You know, maybe I'll do an episode on I Heard It Through the Grapevine. You know what I mean? But probably not. You know what I mean? Like, you are going to be getting the intricacies, the hidden gems out of Marvin's catalog that I am choosing to spend time focusing on. So I just realized that perhaps even the way that I have titled my own episodes is a barrier that I've been putting in my way to just kind of get the message out there of the importance of hearing Marvin Gaye songs. So, like I said, I've gone back through my little list of episodes, and in quotation marks is the name of the song, dash followed by the year that it was recorded, released, parentheses followed by the entire album that it's come from. And I'm going to just make it be that format, followed by, if there's any kind of a little tagline or a catchphrase that I feel is associated with, you know, my take on the song, then I'll include that as the last thing. These are not just my expressions. They're not just my little, oh, I'm going to say it's my last chance and now I need to listen to it to see what is my last chance. No, it's the song of Marvin Gaye's is entitled My Last Chance. And I'm explaining to you like why that is an absolute gem, the most delicately delivered song of Marvin's, in my opinion, in his entire catalog. So definitely worthwhile, not optional to listen to it. So just a little clarification, right? As I'm going along and I'm trying to connect, just want to explain where I'm coming from.